Hey, welcome back to camp. It's a crispy morning out here this morning. We are going to put some fire on the ground today, do some controlled burning. Got a little area here, kind of the first burn of the year, so I like to step into it with a little small fire. And, we're still beginners at it and still learning what we're doing. I did take a certification class in prescribed fire, but I'm definitely still no expert. But I know a few little tips and tricks to, stay safe and do it effectively, I think. And also the neighbor, Brambleberry Hills Homestead, they're going to come and help us, and then we are going to burn a little spot over on their place. So we'll film both of them, and you can hang out and watch. Sound good? First thing we're going to do is go make sure the fire break is effective, and so I'm going to use a leaf blower to blow around any leaves, make sure we've got a good clean fire break around it. It already has a trail that goes all the way around that we use for the side by side. We're just going to clean it up a little bit with the leaf blower and the rakes. All right, so we got a little bit of work to do before we start. You ready? Let's get to work. How do these fit in here? So this is the area here. We've got this trail. It goes this way. This trail on this side. That goes all the way down. It's basically this big kind of oblong oval shape here. It's already a pretty good fire break around it, as you can see. All right, so we got the fire break all the way around, blown off pretty good. This spot is a pretty significant slope, so I like to do it the safe way and start at the top of the slope and burn downhill. If you start at the bottom, it always heats the ground above it and catches quicker and pretty much roars up the hill. So we're going to start safe and go to the top of the hill, burn down. The wind's not going to be too much of a factor today. I think it's mainly pretty low winds. Didn't show any gusts, and humidity is supposed to be pretty high, so we'll be pretty safe. This is our drip torch. Uses a mix of gasoline and diesel. A little more diesel than gas. We've tried burning with just like a propane torch, and the fire just doesn't carry the same way. You have to light it so many times. This kind of puts a spot of fuel down and it just keeps burning, so it's much more efficient. Let's make sure the pigtail is away from the handle. All right, so we're going to do a little test spot here. Just drop out a little fuel. This gives you an idea of what the fire is going to burn like, how quickly it's going to move, which direction it wants to move. That's good. It's just kind of sitting. I don't know. Without much wind, you don't have a whole lot of movement, but if you light that spot and it instantly starts taking off, you got to watch it really closely. Kind of tells you how much fire you need to drop too. And you can light your torch right off of this.
I missed the hard work.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to blow.
No, I mean, especially on two trails that get a fair amount of.
Yeah.
May not burn.
It might be too frosty.
So we got a high humidity problem. There's a lot of frost on the ground, and it's not one to burn, so we're looking for alternative – routes of burning here. this will start a little bit and then it just kind of goes out. All right, so we had a lot of trouble getting the fire started. The ground was just too wet, humidity's too high. So we're gonna let everything sit for a while and maybe have lunch and then try to burn the neighbor's little unit he's got over there. And then possibly come back and do this one if we have time. We'll see how the one over there goes. So I don't really have a backup plan. I guess we'll do some cutting on the trail. There's always trail widening to do, so we'll work on that for a little bit while we wait for the sun to dry up the ground. All right, so we're over here at the neighbors, their little homestead. We got this area to burn. It's got a gravel road on this side. Nice fire break. Around the back there's pretty much a dirt road. Got our torch, getting ready to start a little test fire here. Where should we do it? Muddy? Yeah. So you can see there's a nice mud trail around the edge here. I think this is the highest spot. It's been sitting in the sun for a while. Again, we're going to try to burn downhill. See how this goes. Luke's already hard at work, fluffing the leaves. He's a master fluffer. So let's do a little test fire here.
Oh, here you need a.
So we light a little spot just to kind of tells you how the rest of it should burn. And you can see the direction of the wind really easily. And
Yeah, see, I think this is gonna burn pretty good.
oh yeah, much better than this morning. I'm gonna use this to light the torch. I'm gonna let you do the honors since your
okay.
homeowner gets to drop the fire, or the
Alright, so
landowner.
you just want to do this whole corner
I
here?
think just, yeah, kind of go from there to there and
Okay.
see what it does. That's a good job.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear mine. Yeah, it is. Think that's good?
I think it's gonna burn well.
That top layer got a chance to dry out.
It's looking good. Got a little more wind now, and humidity's lower.
Going faster than I thought it would.
And this is considered a backing fire because it's backing into the wind and down the hill. It's moving good, but not too fast. That's what we like. Be safe with it as it kind of works its way downhill, down this slight grade here. Are you done fluffing?
Absolutely not.
Keeping a pretty nice straight line here. It's good.
And the occasional little.
It's pretty good. It's a little spotty, I think, because little spots are still kind of wet, but it's looking good. Here in the shade, it's not really wanting to burn. It's kind of having to fluff it up a little bit. You can see there's still wet spots. I saw some ice through here still even. So we're kind of having to keep dropping little fire in spots just to help it, you know, stay even, burn evenly. Humidity's just high today, and this is just, it was wet this morning. So we're still burning. we're making our way. Slowly making its way downhill here. We have to go to right about there. It's spotty, but we're getting it done. So we're almost to the bottom. We've got a few slow moving lines up here, but we've gone ahead and sent a head fire up the hill. So that should really catch up to all this stuff. And since we've got it all black up there already, you don't have to worry about it spreading too far.
Whirling on the grass.
So it doesn't look like much, but we're finished. I know on camera it's probably really hard to see what's going on in there. Got a little bit of smoldering in some spots, but it looks good. So a lot of these small trees, they'll be dead, and they're going to eventually kind of fall over after several months, even a year. The wind will start blowing them all over. So it's kind of killed them at that ground level. But it's going to reveal all the native seeds and things that were in the soil already. Now there's going to be more sunlight getting to the ground, and we're going to get a lot more of those native plants coming back up. Diversity, good for wildlife, good for the plants. Get rid of some ticks. Get rid of some ticks. That's always a good thing. And turkey love it. Turkey love areas that you've burned. They'll be in here checking it out, looking for bugs, and yeah, get some water and pour it on some of those smoldering things. But I think we're done for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll get back to that burn at my place sometime. But very happy to help these guys out with this. Made us a good warm lunch, and remember to check them out, Brambleberry Hills Homestead. Put a link up here. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Here's the prize after a hard day of burning.